I hate when this has this, man. Can't see my color rushes. No. Yeah.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on.
It's too loud, though.
Chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, shit. I forgot about J.J. Watt.
He'll pitch it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Just like that.
Mike 41.
Go.
Wedge that, huh?
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
What is that? 19! Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch behind him, go.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left.
What?
And this one complete to Will Fuller.
No shot.
Will Fuller.
Get the fuck out of here.
Him. Past the 20.
Get
Touchdown,
the fuck out of here.
Houston. Will Fuller, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Check 41. Haywood.
Defense, let's get it together.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is looking good, and we are tied at 7.
Oh, you found your doll, I see.
The redhead doll.
Which I couldn't find it before, right?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
That was a good play. That was a good play.
Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Watson now to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got
come
it.
on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6.
Oh,
and it'll
we
be
have to
2nd
contain
down.
you, huh?
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Okay. Okay. We gonna figure this out.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Why is Jacob screaming like that?
Pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Why is he screaming like that?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup.
Why he
there.
didn't turn around?
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control.
What did he
Red
do?
blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That man is funny.
Line 36. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Shit.
50 points down, he's coming.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
You lucky I was looking at my
Get
phone.
it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Hey, 59!
From the gun on 3rd, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Why he go back for?
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're
Go to the
excited
bathroom,
about
something
hitting him
like
in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Brown.
Well, you got a block.
He's going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, man.
Come on, set. 6 outlaw. Double dog. That's the way. Buzz.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Go. Tighten up. Watch that.
This is Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Bro, you're killing my damn running right
Loss
now.
of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
He's coming.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double
At
up.
the Texans' 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said
Jacob,
than done,
go.
but I played with a guy who threw 2
You gonna sit?
interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game.
Sit down.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
31.
37, check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Watson on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Good set. 19.
Mike back 2.
Watch the pass. 59. Alert.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
I got him.
Short. Mike 52.
Watson on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt that one.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
59.
Here's Watson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller.
Come on with the
He
bullshit.
had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
24 is down. He's coming.
To throw is Watson. To throw again. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's go now. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Check 41. Come on, boy. Come on.
On second down now, it's Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. Come on, Pittsburgh. Don't get nervous. Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run here with Brown. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready? It's coming to flat. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On first down, it's Brown, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Jacob. Shh. You screaming in my ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Three down. That's 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. Able to get this to Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up
What?
2nd down.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Back to throw, Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or
So he
two
don't fumble,
shy
right?
of 40.
But if Lamar Jackson gets hit, he's
1:54 left on
fumbling.
the clock here
Fuck
in
kind of
quarter
shit?
number 2.
This shit's fucking retarded.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jacob. I'll go with you. Are you going to meet me, Jacob? No.
Can y'all stop, please? You think I want to hear him while I'm playing? What'd you say? Who called him a
So they
crybaby?
come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson.
What the fuck?
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
How is he wide open, number
Going
one?
with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to pick
Get the
up the
fuck
1st
out of
down
here.
before he goes down at the 26. There, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson, the intended target. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I went backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6.
Oh, shit.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Oh, shoot. Mommy, look at the dog's leg. No, this one. What? I don't know. I went to the corner and this is what she
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
We got double tight. Double tight. Even. 4 down.
Watson now. Going to throw again. Being chased out left.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down.
Houston.
What's that? 19. Bandit. Bandit. 9 of them.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller.
The fuck,
And
bro?
past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Bang, 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 echo. Bang. Let's go.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shift.
They'll run it again with Miller.
Run!
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
I got you, son. You're all mine, baby.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, but they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
I thought I was going to juke him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Ready, go. Hey, come on out here. Come here.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And some room for him there as he'll take this out to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 66. Bullet. High. Hatchet. Check 43. Let's go.
Right back to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
55, right there in the middle, 55. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Brown. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On the set, my God, 55.
Here we go. Hey, watch this,
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
55, Mike.
Let's go, G.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Baltimore, first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check 13. Check.
Now it's Brown.
No.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Brown.
What the fuck, bro?
Maybe a measure of revenge there.
Hold your block.
In this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing
Unacceptable.
3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 ending. 61. Match spot. Right. Coming after you. SOS.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, hut, and read. Check 54 to Mike. I'm coming for you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
Come on.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of
Fuck.
scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first
I need at least
and goal.
200 yards rushing. Come on.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
This shit fucking annoying me.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this season.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to someone else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run with Miller. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What are you doing, Trisha? Yeah.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, Lobo. Watch 85. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. The trotting. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd, Watson buying time to his left. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
What the hell are you doing with the noise?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get the ball. Check 4, check 4. Zip it. I got one.
They go with Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
I'm trying to collect.
They'll run now with Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run it in with Brown into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop
What?
it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings
I don't
or
give a
anything
fuck.
like that. That's just new age.
Bro, what's good with me?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Ravens 55, Texans 7.
Are you gonna stay up?
What?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ain't no set. 19. Mike 50, huh? Hey, I'm coming. Down and go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't
No,
you
I
do
kick you
that?
on purpose.
And they all looked at me and
I don't
said,
sleep wild. I kick you on
just
purpose.
don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, it will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Not yet. I got one more game. Yeah. Let's go. He got 2 upgrades, baby. Let's go. Give me a speed. Give me a speed. Come on. Fuck, no speed though.